LotusMaje, and today I will be doing some divination, some intuitive reading on, if I butcher this, I'm sorry, because I am not Korean. Oh-Sehun, I believe he's from a group called EXO or EXO. This is a requested reading, so I'm finally delivering on it. Thank you. I believe the requester's name was Taylor, for being patient with me and for giving me this idea. So I'm going to get into this. This is basically a reading on kind of like what's his type, how does he treat his girlfriends, if he was to have one, etc., like what he's into. So this is just kind of getting into some tidbits. However, I cannot help what comes through. So if I pick up on something extra, I'm just going to relay it. Okay. With that being said, before we get any further, I want to point your eyes to the bottom of the screen here where you see all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only, because this is a divination channel. This is tarot reading. If you haven't caught on, because I keep saying tarot, I actually do my divination with cards, sometimes astrology, numerology, those kind of things come through. If that is something that upsets your spirit, now is your time to click off and find something else on the corner and recesses of YouTube that better fits you and your entertainment style and what you're looking for. If you're not looking for this or something that disturbs you, hey, thank you for the quick view, but you can go now. I do also want to remind everyone that tarot is not the end all be all. Again, because these are intuitive readings, things are subject to change. So you believe one thing I say, fine. Half of what I say, cool. If you believe everything, I'm going to really need you to use the power of discernment and not take it so literally, because I'm just a girl on the internet reading cards. I cannot predict everything with this because we are not predictable creatures. Circumstances, energy, choices, all of that change as it should be. So, with all of that being said, let's get into this reading. Okay, let's see. I did read something up on him that he apparently had some pregnancy rumor that was going on, but this was like back in May. That was like the recent thing I seen. But let me know if there's something else. And I do know also earlier at the beginning of the year, I believe Sehun is also friends with Jun Ki, who I did a reading on earlier. You can see, yep, here we go. You can see that video here. I'll put the iCard up. He did I want to say a movie with the ex-wife, Song Hye Kyo. So yeah, and there was a bunch of drama around that about allegedly him being a double crosser. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not really gonna read on that. We're going, unless it comes up, and then I will divulge it. But I just kind of really want to get into um I really just want to focus on Oh-Sehun and his energy. Okay. Okay. Okay, so looks is definitely something he is looking for. We have the Daughter of Staffs. We have Kuwait, which is the Strength card. We have Adol, which is Justice. So this could be somebody who just, they have a sense of justice about themselves. Somebody who's fair, maybe somebody who's very communicative. Again, I think beauty is another good thing, because you have to remember that Libras are ruled by Venus, so they like the finer things in life. They like the prettier things. So because the light is kind of distorting it, but yes, I can see that. And then here we go again, Malika of Staffs. So I don't think he really cares, young or old, the person is. I think he just really wants someone who is kind of like matches his energy. Maybe he is already with a fire sign. This could be someone, because usually the staffs is related to fire signs such as Leos, Aries, Sagittarius. I believe he is also an Aries. I believe his birthday is in April. I remember seeing that. So there could be a thing here of like I think he's really attracted to someone who has like a lot of self-confidence, someone who's very beautiful, someone who probably seems wise beyond their years, but who can still kind of like take it back and be the homebody and kind of give in. Kuwait strength and tarot also deals with Leo as well. So there again a lot of fiery energy. I think he really wants someone who knows how to kind of like stand their ground. I think he doesn't mind the spicier kind of female. And then the underlying card, yes, he definitely wants someone who is independent and can stand on their own with this 9 of coins here. This is someone who kind of probably come in with their own wealth, which is understandable. As someone who's in the industry, you don't want someone where you feel like you have to watch um, every little thing that they do because they're out for an opportunity or out to get you in some type of way. So that's what I'm getting so far. But let's see what else comes up. I'm going to get into the archetypes here so we can kind of get into the characteristics of who he's looking for. Someone with a strong sense of justice. Maybe he likes someone who's also probably dealing with like social justice issues, maybe. Okay, so I have so much to kind of flip over here. I'm only going to count this one. So, see, Good Samaritan. This kind of goes back into that justice energy, that Libra. What is the type of girl? Characteristic. Type of characteristics. This Oh-Sehun his partner. What is the type of characteristics? Oh-Sehun. Okay, this one was kind of sticking out, so I want to read this one. Child orphan. Okay, so independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Again, someone who's very confident, but we're going to see if that's actually meant to come out. What is the type of characteristics and traits that Oh-Sehun looks for in his partner? Okay, here we go. So the seeker is what came out, but it came up in reverse. So we have to read it for their shadow attributes, which is the inability to commit to a path once found. So again, to me, that speaks to kind of like that risk taker energy, someone who doesn't kind of like isn't like a stick in the mud. They're okay with like striking out on their own, their own independence. They can step out on their own strength. Again, something that's coming up for him. He definitely likes a firecracker. It seems like somebody kind of like off the hinges. Not like crazy, but just kind of like, yeah, he really gets drawn in by the person who doesn't seem like they're the everyday type of girl. What type of characteristics O-Sehun look for in his significant other? What type of characteristics O-Sehun for his significant? Okay, so we have a couple of things here, and they're all a lot of green. So somebody with a lot of heart, maybe motherly, loving energy. But again, we have the saboteur here, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it will bring to your life. We have companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness, sorry. Then we had rebel, but it came up in the reverse, so I have to read the dark, which says reject legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. And then we have mother here, which says nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy, and giving birth to life. So you see how all of these are kind of like that green and yellow. So this kind of speaks to, again, that compassionate, motherly energy here. So funny, he wants someone who's kind of like fiery, but nurturing at the same time. Someone kind of like really down to earth. But you see all of these colors we got here for the characteristics is very earthly, but in the tarot we got a lot of like spicy energy. So somebody who's not afraid to stand up for themselves when they need to. And let's see. So we have, yeah, someone who is family oriented, and I hear that is a big thing. A lot of people in South Korea, I would say people anywhere, usually is looking for someone who is more family oriented because they want someone who also can fold into their family. And if the couple ever decide to start one, it's not that hard of a hassle. I don't know if kids is something that's coming up for him, but I wouldn't be surprised because again, we have that motherly energy. Hey, one flew off to the side. One sec. Satisfaction. So this satisfaction or like being satisfied with where you are, kind of like bucking the system, has kind of come up a couple of times now. I don't know what's the fascination with that, but with this being this three of spades, I wonder if it's kind of like, yes, rebel energy, but someone who is like, they always have a zest for life. They always are striving for something more. It's like the best way I can kind of explain it. Spirits in regards to type of characteristics and traits that for significant. Clarifying card. Clarify the characteristics and traits that Oh-Sehun. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this one because as you can see, it's like sticking out to the side. So I'm gonna pull it. And we have the guy, King of Hearts. So there's some big loving energy, someone who can see long term. Oh, and you have to be so passion. Um, what's the other word for it? Passion? Um, passion just not inside the bedroom, but it starts before. Things get hot and heavy. And then again, we have, is he looking for somebody who's good with like handling legal matters or something? Because look, we have official things. And then the other one is worries. Remember, we also did have the Libra as well. And what's the underlying card here? Loss. The Five of Hearts. So I wonder is all of these traits that he's looking for someone that has entered his life, but for whatever reason the relationship didn't work out, and so like he's mourning he doesn't have that connection, or is this somebody who don't want him, or someone he probably doesn't think exists? Hmm. can't be you think it's somebody who don't exist, because I it's definitely someone out here who like embodies these traits, but I don't know if they kind of like come in the packaging that he wants. Maybe he definitely wants someone who has a zest for life, someone who is very independent, strong-willed, um, kind of a rebel at heart, very loving and caring, nurturing. I think he also is looking for someone who's probably good with, like, again, handling troubles and worries. It's okay with bucking the system. And I think, again, he's also very drawn to kind of like the packaging of the person. I don't know. Does she have long hair? Does she have long legs? Short, small hands? Is she very feminine? I don't know. Does she has like a cupid lip or something? I think he looks for those type of things. I think he wants someone who seems like on the outside encapsulates or like is the very definition of like feminine energy, but on the inside she can be a true rebel. Like I'm thinking of like Rebel Without a Cause, very James Dean kind of energy. And sexual compatibility is something too. You have passion, you have the Queen of Staffs and the Page of Staffs or the Princess of Staffs, Strength card with the Leo, satisfaction, yes. Bunnies can kind of, in certain cultures, can also signify, y'all be going at it like rabbits. Like, I think sexual compatibility is also a very big thing for him. Notice here on the guy, though, with the King of Hearts, it's giving like ram horn, very Aries energy again, even though it's more, when I see hearts, I think more cups, more watery energy, more loving. But with love comes love, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm getting for him, for kind of like what he's looking for in a significant other. Or like the girlfriend he's dating, or like the one he wants, or however you want to word it. Um, yeah. And just for the juicy tidbits, because I know some of you all are probably going to be here for this. Let's just see if there's going to be any cards that's going to come out for what's upcoming for OC while we're doing this. So I know some people's not going to really care about his relationship, his personal life, but, or not his romantic life. I mean, not his personal life, but more so his romantic life. They're gonna want to know what's coming up for him in the future, like what's happening for him career wise. So let's see what we get. What is coming up for the Korean actor, singer, dancer, songwriter? We'll see. Can you reveal to me what is coming up for Oh-Sehun in the future? Personal and career. So again, up we have this Nine of Coins in reverse. Some selfishness about money, or maybe I don't know why I feel like being led astray about some kind of financial decision. Eight of Swords. He's not seeing something clearly. And it could lead him to his doom. It could lead to maybe somebody he shouldn't be trusting. Okay, I'm having a lot of cards just fall out, and I'm not even forming the questions all. I don't know why I feel like he's gonna take the wrong role or something. Or he did take the wrong role and now it's gonna come back and hunt him. But it looks like, okay, yeah, he's gonna head into some dark times and some things are gonna be looking up. but I just don't think it's going to be easy. Yeah, I feel like somebody's going to give him the wrong advice about something. I need some clarity on this. Okay, let's get some clarity. What did I say? The advisor, the king of spades. This usually is something that's think of it as like the swords. When we're doing playing cards, the spades are like swords. So he's gonna take some advice from somebody that he looks up to, who's probably like a mentor, um, someone who has been through some things, and it's gonna be the wrong advice about something. It's gonna lead him astray. And I think he needs to be cautious about this person because they may be have some underlying reasoning for why he's giving him the advice that he's giving. And then we have the pragmatist. So usually when I hear pragmatist, I think of someone who is again very pragmatic, someone who's like I think of like a realist. Um and memories. So someone of masculine energy giving him the wrong advice, and then someone of feminine energy, and it could be an earth sign, um, who's going to give him very pragmatic, very real life answers or a way of getting around and doing something or probably setting things back on track. Memories. Yeah, he's getting stepping into some misfortune here. And what was the underlying card? Work and ideas. And then we have the apprentice. There's something here where I don't know, he's having to start over on something. Okay, spirit. I need some clarity on this. And it could be because this is like I don't know enough about Korean culture or how their like star Hollywood scene, their idol scene is set up. So it's not coming through clear for me, but let me see if I can clear some things up here. Okay, so two things. Divine timing evaluation. Let me scoop this up a little bit. Then we have the pathless, which speaks to a difficult decision, lack of direction. Yeah, there is something coming up choice wise. And then we have the warrior, perfectionism and burnout. So I find it fun. Is he striving to be perfect about something? You have the pragmatist or the realist kind of mixing in with that perfectionist. I was seeking advice on how to be perfect about something. Is this person trying to teach him a lesson like you can't be perfect? You're not going to have it easy. And it's going to lead to burnout. Divine timing evaluation. Maybe he needs this time to step back, recollect. Nothing else? I guess that's it. I thought it was good. Oh, spoke too soon. Let's see here. We have the scholar, investigation and research. Yeah, he's not looking too closely at something. And he's taking it very surface level. And I think it's gonna have him step in some caca. He's trying to control something, exert some kind of control over something he probably has no business trying to control. I feel like he's trying to be very like calculative or calculating about something that you can't. It's like trying to calculate your emotions. And it's like you can't calculate people's emotions don't run like, one plus one equals two. It's just not that simple and straightforward. Emotions are very complicated. I think that's probably where the advice is going to come in. And it's probably going to be something like, how guys or, us ladies, we ask for advice on like, well, what can I do to help, I don't know, Brian keep up with our anniversary? And your homegirl tells you something about, well, I make sure that I put it in my man's calendar and you do that. And it's like, okay, but it didn't lead to something else because you didn't win in your man's phone. He didn't caught you with the phone. Now he thinks you think he's cheating and searching through his phone. It's like, no, I was just trying to put our anniversary in your calendar. And so it leads into this like whole other thing. Like it kind of feels like it would be something like that, something that could be easily misconstrued, even though you have the best intention. Yeah, I'm seeking help for something. I'm gonna be misled. I'm like over calculating and trying to be very safe about things. And I think it may be because of things that has happened in his past with his career. Um and yeah, you just can't. You can't be this calculating. It's gonna so blow up in your face. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I think I'm gonna have to sit on this one for a minute and come back to it. Make sure I'm reading this correctly. But for right now, that's all I'm getting, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know if there is some other type of readings you recommend for me to do or you would like me to do. Make sure to also put that in the comment section because that'll be the quickest and easiest way for me to see them. Other than that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Make sure to subscribe and to hit that notification bell so you can know the next time that I upload. With that, I wish you all a good evening, night, day, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.